Hi guys, I'm Shmi and today we're in Mugello in Italy for the Ferrari Finali Mondiali, which has also seen the first public showing of the new F12 TDF. This is the special limited series version of the Ferrari F12 Berlinetta. Only 800 of the cars are going to be made, and it was revealed and announced last night at the gala dinner that they are all already spoken for in fairly typical Ferrari tradition. If you want one, it is already too late to get one. So this particular car then, let's take a quick look around it, talk a bit about the specification and what this car is all about. So it's named the TDF for Tour de France, celebrating Ferrari's historic wins in the 50s and 60s with the 250 GT. They then released a 250 Tour de France as well. This particular car now has an upgraded engine, 780 horsepower, over 100 kilos of weight taken out of it, and a lot of new aerodynamics and cosmetic features that I can show you as we walk around. I'm going to talk a bit about the car now, and hopefully later on we're going to hear it and see it out on the track here at Mugello as well. It's a fantastic event, culminating at the Ferrari Challenge Race Series, the World Finals, bringing together all the cars from different regions. But it's also a perfect opportunity to see and be part of all things Ferrari. So cosmetically, as we're looking around, the big difference I think comes at both the rear and the front. You have a whole new design around here. Instead of that sort of central piece from the F12 Berlinetta, there's now a carbon fibre stripe all the way across the back, behind the Ferrari badge, running from the light across between the lights. Everything down below has changed. Well, you've still got the sort of F1 style reversing centre light, but you've got a more aggressive diffuser with all the sort of different vanes pointing down at the base. You've got new carbon fibre pieces around the exhaust tips, lots of vents for airflow coming through there as well. An exhaust system that I haven't actually heard yet, but presumably sounds rather good. As we come around to the side, the most notable feature is these three louvres on the rear arches, which are sort of reminiscent of the 250 GTO. Very nice design styling in my mind, and they sit beside the sort of new silver fuel cap that's just raised up there, over towards the rear deck. Of course, front engine, rear wheel drive setup, so you have a boot, plenty of space back here. New wheel design for this car, running on P0 Corsas. I like the wheel design a lot. We've got 10 spoke, 10 Y spoke, seems to work quite nicely. New side skirt, obviously sticks out further to the side, lots of aerodynamics going on for airflow, pulling the air around the wheels to minimise wake. Now the F12 has this sort of piece where the air is brought up over that centre ridge line, down through these side panels, and you can actually see all the way through if I just pull the camera down to there. But for the TDF, there's this new carbon fibre piece where the old F12 used to sort of cut off here with extra airflow through the vent and shaped here around the side. Now at the front, again, we've got some pretty heavy cosmetic changes. There's a whole new front grille shape, which obviously tilts towards the front, very aggressive in design. Air cooling comes in through the front, and there are sort of some vanes underneath in the centre of the splitter to direct airflow. And around the sides, you've also got this end plate and two inlets for cooling through there, but the end plate directs air around the car for minimum disturbance. What else do we have at a glance? Carbon fibre headlights. So actually really, really cool bit of design in the headlights. Satin carbon fibre finish behind. Nice little design there. It all sort of comes to a point at the front with those ridges over the front bonnet. Now I personally think this car looks absolutely brilliant. And I can't wait to see and hear it outside as well. was absolutely epic then. Kimi Raikkonen and Sebastian Vettel, Ferrari's Formula One drivers, having fun then with these, the TDFs, out on Mugello circuit. That was part of the sort of parade demonstrations in the middle of the final day of Ferrari Finali Mondiali. There are a couple more things to tell you about with the car that I'm going to run over now, because there are one or two pretty cool features, and one of those is rear wheel steering, virtual short wheelbase as Ferrari are calling it, and from my experience with other cars, that will make turn-in feel remarkably solid and very, very reassuring. So that's a pretty good technology to have incorporated. Just having a look over it now, I can think of another thing. There's a slightly increased rear lip spoiler, downforce of course, and that leads us on to downforce on this car, which is 87% increased versus F12 Berlinetta, in combination with 110 kilos of weight taken out of it. So there are 799 of these, 800 approximately, to be built. Like I said earlier, they have all been sold out already. Ferrari announced that at the gala dinner last night. 0 to 62 miles an hour, 100 kilometers an hour, 2.9 seconds. 0 to 200 kilometers an hour, 124 miles per hour, 7.9 seconds. Very, very quick. On par with McLaren 675 LT as it happens. And 1 minute 21 around Fiorano, which is a very, very big number. Just remembering everything back off my head here. But it's a very, very good looking car. And without any doubt that if I was able to get hold of one, I would not waste any time. But of course, as is usually the case, it went sort of specifically to invitational Ferrari customers. Those were big collections, frequent purchasers of new Ferrari cars. There's also some stuff that's changed on the interior, but the car is locked, so I unfortunately can't show you that at this stage. But inside there are new bucket seats, some new sort of finishes and trims, but mostly, of course, familiar from Ferrari F12 Berlinetta. But yeah, just an awesome machine. I think if I was having one, I'd have it in TDF blue, Tour de France blue, to match the name, a TDF. But it's very cool to reinstate that name, bit of racing heritage and history coming back into the F12 with some design cues that sort of hark back to GTO and other bits and pieces. Yeah, it's just a beautiful car. Very, very nice. Anyway, a first look then there at Ferrari's new F12 TDF here from the Finali Mondiali in Mugello, Italy. Awesome also to see it, of course, with Sebastian Vettel and Kimi Raikkonen at the wheel. I'm going to wrap up there though. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you'll subscribe for the other videos from this brilliant weekend here in Italy, and I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers!
Hi Nick, how are you?
Hello, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Hi, nice to see you.
Pretty excited about today.
I can see the car over there. Let's go straight inside.